How long have you been doing Model UN for, and what has the experience meant to you in terms of both educational and professional experience?
I've been doing Model UN since my third year of high school, so that's about 7 years ago. And I started doing it just to get more involved, to learn more about politics and international relations, because I was always that kid that was interested in wars and how politics shaped someone. So I started doing that, and then I just kind of, I went to SUNS as my first conference, and it just kind of escalated from there and snowballed, and it's been going ever since, I guess.
What do you feel sets McMUN apart from other Model UN conferences around North America?
I think the social environment is a huge aspect of it. I think McMUN has great social events, and I know that people that come to McMUN once keep coming back, not just because of that, but because they see how big of a conference it is, how well run it is, and there's a reason why McMUN is the #1 conference in Canada and one of the #1 conferences in North America, and I think people recognize that and they just love coming back. It's a lot of fun.
This year, with the new addition of some committees at the ICAO, how has the relationship with the official United Nations changed McMUN's fundamental outlook going forward?
I think it's definitely put us on a bigger scale, not just in terms of the delegate count that we could bring in here, but having ICAO on board for something like McMUN is so huge. To bring people in and debate an international territory, I think is super cool, and I think the delegates love it as well. And it just strengthens the fact that we are an NGO, that we do have consultative status with the UN, and it just highlights that, and it's strengthening our partnership with the UN.
What's been your favorite McMUN moment, whether from this year or a previous conference?
Honestly, I'm loving my committee this year for DISEC 1962. It was great. The delegates are a lot of fun. I also had a really great experience last year in UN Women as a vice chair. And I think also given the political climate at the time, it was right after the election. Delegates were incredibly respectful and incredibly open. And a lot of them came to us afterwards and said, these topics are directly affecting my life. And that the fact that I get to be in here and debate it is so, mind-blowing. And I felt a real impact with that because of the delegates and how they could relate to the topics.
In addition to your Model UN experience, both at McMUN and other conferences, you're obviously the President of IRSAM Inc., McMUN's parent organization. What legacy do you hope to leave behind after your tenure as IRSAM President expires?
Wow.
It's a big question.
It's a big question. I think I'd like to have been an example of how you could start off as being involved in any small scale within the organization, and just getting in touch with one area can grow into something really big. So I started off as a member of the delegation team, and that's I traveled on the Delta, and that was it. That was my first year, and then I used that experience and my experience in finance, and I became the CFO, and now I'm the president. But it was just a lot of great things happen when you get involved, and I think that's something that it's great to highlight to people that are first coming to McGill, that are first coming to IRSAM, that in whatever capacity you can get involved in, to use it and to expand it to the best of your ability, because a lot of great things can come out of it.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.